Hey guys, Lion Gamer here, and welcome to another Clickteam Fusion 2.5 tutorial. Where in this tutorial we're going to be doing kind of like a random spawning. So as you can see in my scene here, I've got like a spawn point. I now have a clone of that in a different color, which is blue. So this is kind of like your spawn point. You would have this as like a separate kind of sprite, and then I also just have an enemy that's going to spawn. So before I get into this tutorial, I would like to say that this is going to be kind of you are going to want to know some kind of basic stuff about Clickteam for this, and I will also, if you guys want, do like a wave spawner, so like certain enemies will spawn depending on how many are allowed to spawn inside of that wave, and then that number will increase as well as like the enemies HP and stuff. As well as that, while I'm recording this, my girlfriend sat next to me playing Fortnite, so if you hear tippity tappity of a controller, then you know why. Anyway, let's get into this. So, first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is well, here I've got my enemies moving around. So you're going to have all your code for your game here, and what you're going to want to do is you want to make it so that every, let's say, 1 second, we're going to create enemy at the spawn point. Okay, right. So that should work right now. There you go. We've got enemies spawning around the screen. And then what you're going to want to do is make it so that every, let's say, like 1 millisecond, this, let me just find it now. Yeah, here. So you're going to go to position and then swap position with another object. And then also put that on the blue one, otherwise these two aren't going to swap. Let me show you what happens if you don't do that. So if I delete that real quick, you can see nothing's going to happen at all. Same as if I put it on like the enemy, it'll swap with an enemy like this, and you get this kind of crazy weird stuff going on. So you don't want that. So you want to put it on the blue thing, and then every now and then it's going to keep switching, and you can see the enemies are spawning from different points on the map, which is quite cool. So that's literally it, really. So I feel like we should probably go more in depth with this and just make this an entire wave spawner. So what we're going to do is make a new active object, and this active object is going to be called our round manager. And then what we're going to do is make it so this is going to have quite a few variables. So the first one is going to be spawn time. We're going to set this to 2,500. My phone just went off there, that's all that was. And then we're going to set a couple more variables. So round number, as well as enemies this round, and then enemies in room. So I think this is all that we need. So it sets to 1, enemies this round is 0, and enemies in room is also 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to, that's fine. So instead of every 1 second, we're going to replace this with every user calculation, and then go to the round manager values, choose spawn time. So that should already be working. That should be every 2.5 seconds. Yep, around about. There you go, that's working. Awesome. Let me put this up here. Let's create a new group of events called spawning. I'm gonna put the spawn event in there, obviously. Right, and now we need to do some stuff. So if this is happening, we're also going to want to make sure that enemies, we're going to want to, so auto values, compare one of the auto values. Enemies in the room is lower than auto value enemies this round. Awesome. So we have that working, and then what that's going to do is create an enemy, and we also want it to also value add to enemies in room 1. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. So then what we're going to do is we're also going to make a new variable called enemies left. That's in all caps. I don't want all that in caps, so enemies left. So always, what am I doing here? Always set no, that's not what we're going to do there. We're going to make it so it minuses 1 from enemies left. So also values subtract from enemies left 1. Awesome. So it's going to do that. That is nice. Then what we're going to do... Right, I'm losing track of what we need to do here. Okay, I'm focused on everything right now. So we have him spawning in. It's adding 1 to the enemies that are in the room, and then it's also subbing 1 from enemies left. So we're going to want to make it so that if well, we need a start of frame event first, and then we're going to make it so that if enemies start a frame, we're going to make also a value set enemies this round. We're going to set that to equal a random range between, let's say, 5 and 7. So that is going to be set now. Now we're going to want to, just as an extra precaution, set round number to round 1. And then also values set enemies left to equal enemies this round. Awesome. And then we're also going to set enemies in room to 0. Nice. So that is working, I believe. So the start of the round is going to do that, and this is only going to happen. Right. So let's see what's happening right now. Well, actually, wait. Let's quickly get some counters in here. I can edit this bit out for you guys. Right, so I just made a little debug thing where it's just going to set all these counters to equal. Yeah, so this should be working. It's adding 1 to that. Right, now all we need to do is see if it'll actually stop spawning them after this. So this will get to 5. Is it going to carry on spawning them? Awesome, it's not going to carry on spawning them. That is great. Right, so now what we need to do is make some sort of kind of killing method. I will just quickly do that now. So I'm actually going to add a HP variable to these guys. Just set that to 1. That is F1 and not 1. That is the wrong one. Awesome. And then if we click on it, it's going to auto value set HP to 0. So if the auto value Z is equal to 0, then just destroy it. That should work. So we'll spawn in, click it, I did it. Oh my days, this is so hard to do. There we go, got that one. Awesome. So you can't. I'm just gonna make it so it destroys them all. And I'm just gonna make it so that if just the mouse clicks, that should just destroy all of them that are in there at that one time. Yep, awesome. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that if auto values, compare one of the auto values. So if enemies in room is equal to 0, as well as enemies left is also equal to 0, then it's going to continue with the next round. I also just realized I actually need to make it so that when you destroy them, it will do enemies. So we go auto values, subtract from enemies in this room. Actually, we're going to need to do a bit more for that. So we're just going to get count number of objects. Awesome. So that should be working now. So I can just, yep, it'll destroy it. Nice. And then if I get like 2 in here, that'll also work. Awesome. So if that equals 0, then what we're going to do is we're going to go auto value, add to round number. We're just going to add 1 to that. Then we're also going to make it so that we're going to add to enemies this round. We're going to add a random range of 2 to 5. Okay. Actually, before that, we need to set enemies this round to equal. Oh no! Enemies this round is absolutely fine, like that. Yeah, because that actually doesn't get affected by destroying anything. It's the enemies in room. So then we're also going to want to do auto values set. It's important that you do them in this kind of way as well. Enemies left, we're going to set that to equal the enemies this round. Awesome. And then we're also going to go auto values, subtract from spawn time. We're going to subtract 100 from that. And then we just want to make a check. No, not a group of. We're just going to want to make a check that if auto value spawn time is lower than, let's say, 500, we're just going to set it to 500. I also need to get another counter in here then for the debug. So this should be working. It should be. This should be like a simple kind of wave spawner. It can get more in depth. I'm not holding my breath right now because I know the last tutorial I did there was actually something wrong and I had to go fix that. Just kill all those. Right. So here's the moment of truth. We've got 3 enemies in the room. We're going to destroy them. Awesome. And it starts again. You can do a lot with this. This is just kind of like a basic wave spawn. If you guys want to do an advanced wave spawner, of which I will make the enemy's speed increase as well as their attack, and also kind of make it really check, say like only a certain amount of enemies can be in a room at the same time, I can do that for you guys. So just I'll leave a little annotation. It should be in the top right or left corner right now. A little poll asking if you want me to do an advanced spawner, and if you do want me to do one, I will do it. If there's anything else you want me to do, like go over, then be sure to leave it in the comments, as there'll also be another little card there now saying, do you want me to do like a little basics course in Clickteam Fusion 2 and Clickteam Fusion 2.5, and I can do that for you guys if you want me to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.